Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for June 15th, 2012. I'm jumping ahead of myself by a month. It is, of course, Friday, and we are getting ready for the weekend, and we have a wonderful weekend of weather on the way, especially for Father's Day on Sunday. So let's take a look at the forecast. It is currently 7:22 a.m. and temperatures basically range from the upper 50s to lower 60s, a few mid 60s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. Winds are generally light and variable. There are basically winds from the north right along the immediate coast, but otherwise light and variable winds are in place with scattered cloud for most locations. We do have some overcast low clouds in portions of Poughkeepsie and the southern Hudson River Valley and northern New Jersey, but those clouds will burn off as we move on through the morning. Overall, expect excellent weather conditions for today, with temperatures rising into the mid 70s along the immediate coast and upper 70s to lower 80s elsewhere. Let's take a look at the latest infrared satellite picture. And what do we have in place? We have high pressure in place from Maine all the way down through, well, basically Florida, with the exception of a weak disturbance in the Gulf of Mexico. And of course, we have a very strong cold front moving through the northern plains that's producing showers and strong to severe thunderstorms. This will not get anywhere near the northern mid-Atlantic for this weekend or even through next week, as we will be setting up for what will be a very hot and humid weather pattern by next week. I'll get to that in a moment. As far as the rest of the day and into the weekend, this high pressure system will remain in control as it slowly drifts towards the east coast and eventually over the western Atlantic, producing scattered cloud cover to clear skies, a chance of some fog in the morning hours, and temperatures averaging near normal in the mid 50s to lower 60s for lows and mid 70s to lower 80s for highs. So pretty much typical for this time of year. Let's take a look at the model guidance, and we're using the European model guidance today from the Penn State EWAL website, an excellent website for model data. And here we are for this evening. You can see a upper level ridge is building over much of the eastern United States. We are going to be under the influence of high pressure that is going to be drifting off the east coast, and as a result, we're going to be under the influence of excellent weather conditions for today, tonight, and on through this weekend, with high pressure in control and no threat whatsoever for any precipitation. So if you have any plans for this weekend, and most people do, you can expect perfect weather conditions in place with no threat of rainfall whatsoever. Now, I did mention the potential for a heat wave for next week. Now, basically what we have setting up heading into next week is that this upper level ridge is going to basically build and intensify. Okay, and what that's going to lead to is eventually a nice southwesterly to westerly wind component from the lower levels all the way up into the upper levels. And what that's going to do is transport a lot of hazy, hot, and humid air from the Gulf of Mexico through the plains and up through the Ohio River Valley and right into the northern mid-Atlantic. And how do I know it's going to get hot? You see this right here? These are 850 millibar temperatures. Now, I know a lot of people like to look at the latest MOS guidance from the GFS to determine how hot it's going to get. That can have a lot of error in it for various reasons. What I like to do is look at the 850 millibar temperatures. And when I see 850 millibar temperatures, basically that's your mid-level temperatures, around 20 degrees Celsius, that translates time and time again, unless you're talking about a sea breeze, to temperatures in the lower to mid 90s. And that's exactly what we're seeing in the forecast for Thursday and Friday. So if you've been dying for the hazy, hot, and humid weather conditions and you want to get temperatures in the 90s, well, all signs point to, on all model guidance, of that setting up for basically Wednesday afternoon, more so on Thursday, and especially on Friday. And that weather pattern is going to continue to remain in place into next weekend. Now, there is signs of a cold front attempting to move through on Saturday evening and Sunday morning. I have some doubts on that because the trough is really focused over northern Canada. So don't be surprised that temperatures remain rather hot and sticky heading into next weekend. We might get knocked down. Instead of temperatures around 95, they might be around 90. but one prevailing theme is going to be the humidity that's going to continue on through next weekend as well. So it looks like we're definitely moving into a pattern that's going to support some very summer-like conditions and temperatures at least 10 degrees above normal. Well, that is your forecast for today. I hope everyone has an excellent weekend and an early happy Father's Day to everyone out there. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. This is, of course, your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. You can follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.